Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So far, we have only scratched the surface of Tokyo, its deep history, its serene temples. But now it's time to move, time to feel the pulse of modern Japan connecting the old capital to the new. And the only way to do that is on board the icon, the Shinkansen. But before we dive into my personal journey, let's rewind a bit and talk about how these bullet trains came to be. Zooming through the Japanese countryside at nearly 300 kilometers per hour, the Shinkansen or the bullet train isn't just transportation. It's a symbol of Japan's creativity, resilience, and pure engineering genius. A story full of ambition, challenges, and a bit mad genius. It's the 1950s. Japan's railways are overcrowded, the economy is recovering from war, and the trip between Tokyo and Osaka, the country's busiest route, takes over 6 hours. People needed speed, efficiency, and hope. Enter the dreamers at Japanese National Railways. The idea of Super Express was so wild that when engineers first proposed it, politicians laughed, thinking it was science fiction. One man refused to give up, engineer Hideo Shima. He had a vision for a train that could fly on land, but he wasn't just an engineer, he was a perfectionist. Shima demanded precision down to the last millimeter and took inspiration from aircraft design. To bring this dream to life, Japan had to build almost entirely new tracks, the Tokaido Shinkansen line, over 3,000 bridges and 67 tunnels. The cost? A mind-boggling 380 billion yen back then, which nearly bankrupted the railway. But when people say it couldn't be done, Japan said challenge accepted. Finally, on October 1, 1964, right before the Tokyo Olympics, the world's first bullet train roared to life. The Shinkansen sped at 210 km per hour, cutting the trip from Tokyo to Osaka from 6 hours to just 4. It wasn't just a train, it was proof that Japan had entered a new era. What better timing than showing it off to the whole world during the Olympics? There are plenty of fun facts about Shinkansen, but the one I would like to share is during test runs, the engineers realized the train made a crazy loud boom when emerging from the tunnels, the dreaded tunnel explosion sound. Later, a design inspired by the kingfisher bird's beak solved the noise issue completely. Nature to the rescue. Now, if I talk about my experience, when I arrived at Tokyo Station, the first thing that struck me was how quiet everything felt. Despite the crowd, there was order, precision, almost a rhythm to it. There is no travel experience quite like Shinkansen. From the moment we stepped onto the platform, it feels like boarding a spaceship. The doors slide open with a hiss, the interior is immaculate, and everything happens with an almost unnerving perfection. My first journey was from Tokyo to Kyoto. Once you are in your seat, the speed takes over. At over 300 kilometers per hour, the landscape outside the window shifts, yet inside the world is silent and smooth. I was thinking, wow, this is fast. But then I realized Japan is one of the most seismically active places on Earth. How exactly did they engineer the Shinkansen to be earthquake proof? The solution? A system of sensors across the country that can detect the primary waves of the quake, the non-destructive ones, and issue an emergency stop command before the destructive waves even hit the train. And guess what? Not a single fatal accident due to collision or derailment has ever happened on Shinkansen since it started running. Over 60 years of spotless safety. And also, not all Shinkansen are same. They come in different designs and serve different routes. The N700 series, for instance, is sleek and energy efficient, the kind I took from Tokyo to Kyoto. Then there is E5 series, known for its elegant green and silver look, used mainly on the Tohoku line. The E7 series focuses on passengers' comfort, while the H5 braves the snowy Hokkaido landscape. Each design reflects the terrain and speed goals for its region. Aerodynamic noses for speed, reinforced structure for weather, and interiors that make long journeys feel effortless. The Shinkansen isn't just engineering, it's storytelling in motion. From a post war dream to a global icon, Japan's bullet train didn't just connect cities, it connected people, progress, and pride. Let me know in the comments what's the fastest train you have ever been on. Next time, we will dive into what Kyoto has to offer: the bamboo, the gold, and the tradition that have lasted for 1,000 years. Thanks for riding along on this journey. If you enjoyed learning about the birth of the bullet train, hit the like button and subscribe for more stories. Bye bye and take care.